Have you ever wondered if you've fallen too far for God to reach you? In that quiet moment after a mistake when your heart pounds and shame chokes your words, do you fear you've pushed grace beyond its limit? If that's you, this is your story. A story not just of brokenness, but of being called back by a love that never gives up. There are moments you stare at your reflection and ask, why do I keep running back to what destroys me? Sin doesn't always crash in like a storm. It whispers. It lingers. Before you know it, you're trapped again in the pit you swore you'd escaped. The chains you broke start to feel like home. Why do we trade the freedom Christ died for the bondage we were freed from? That question haunts countless hearts, and maybe yours too. Picture yourself kneeling, words gone, only pain left. Your chest feels empty, your soul fractured. You look to God, once promising with every ounce of sincerity, never again. You believed you were stronger, wiser, untouchable. But one soft whisper of temptation, and that strength shattered like glass. The worst part, it's not just the sin, it's the distance. You knew God was there watching you slip, gently calling you back, and still you turned away. You chose shadows over light, the easy road that binds instead of the narrow path to peace. What's left now? You feel like a fraud, like you've betrayed grace, trampled mercy. You can't lift your head. You're done pretending everything's fine. But what if there's something waiting for you beyond the wreckage? In the ruins of your regret, a promise still echoes. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9. God doesn't ask for perfection to come back. He asks for honesty. No hiding, no excuses. Just you broken and bare saying, I'm sorry. Confess the thoughts you let fester, the habits you fed in secret, the compromises you justified. Let Him wash the stains you've grown used to. He doesn't want you to manage sin, He wants you free. But can you dare to believe His grace is big enough for even this? There are nights you've thought, this time God's done with me. You've feared you've gone too far, failed too often, that grace has run dry. But listen, even when you fall, even when you wander, God chases after you. He knew this moment would come when He hung on the cross. He stretched out His arms, fully aware you'd stumble again. And still He said, Father, forgive them. That's grace, not a free pass to sin, but a vow that even when you do, He calls you home. He doesn't discard the broken. He chooses cracked vessels to show grace is stronger than shame. He turns ashes into beauty, graves into gardens. Today you don't have to run. You don't have to hide in shame or fake being okay. Run to God, bruised, broken, but believing. Even if you limp, even if you stumble, let this time be different. Fall into grace, not guilt. Let Him fill you with His Spirit, restore the joy you traded for fleeting pleasures. Let Him remind you who you are, His child. Forgiven, renewed, not too far gone, not disqualified. Because God isn't finished with you, your story is still being written. If this video stirred your heart, if you've ever felt lost but longed to be found, hit that like button, not just to support but to declare you're still in the fight. Subscribe to join us in facing the raw truths of spiritual battles, walking together in the light of truth. Tap the notification bell so you won't miss what's next. Reminders that you're not alone, you're still loved, and God is still writing your story.